ことない想いは深海の底へ沈んでくランウェイ潜む力目覚めた瞬間絶望から輝きへと奇跡は二人を導く全てを守ってみせるからと微笑む君の優しい瞳会いたい会えない何度も空に叫んでも届かない届きはしない凍えそうな夜嵐を駆け抜け深い闇に落ちてゆく君に今差し出すのはたのメロディー君のために戦うと決めた孤独な胸に宿るぬくもりずっとそばで守ってあげていい願うことはただそれだけ今を生きる証一人にしないで行かないでと泣き声にも振り向かなかったあの日に帰りたい辛くても一緒だった手にした力は白か黒かもわからない弱さに触れては拒絶に弾ける光に飲み込まれふと気づけばもう取り戻せない暗闇の向こうに残る誰かが描いたの夢は永遠に消え去った途切れた記憶のかけらかき集めた手すり抜けるそして二人は Run away お願い帰ろうまだ引き返せるはずさ何を言われてって無駄よ君を狙うから歌おういつものそんなの遠くに忘れたやめてよ繰り返されるわ徐々に外れた傷の刻む歯車が奏でる歌の名はそっと静かに口ずさむのはいつも歌ったあの日のメロディー風に揺れる可憐な花と触れ合うことない想いは深海の底へ沈んでくランウェイ潜む力目覚めた瞬間絶望から輝きへと奇跡は二人を導く全てを守ってみせるからと微笑む君
Oh, and that's not working. That is a complete fail. Welcome everyone to another episode of Hero Lab. And it looks like the game is not functioning correctly, so you have to bear with me while I try to get this screen up and working. I do want to give a quick shout out to those who have joined us on the stream. Unfortunately, we don't have a Twitch live stream today because we're having some technical difficulties trying to connect to Twitch. So if you know anybody that normally watches us on Twitch, tell them to come watch us here today on YouTube. Alright, so I want to say welcome to everyone that's watching us on YouTube. 6 people right now. As a quick glance, we have Galaxy Boy MC, Dan TDM, Eric Martinez, Mindang, or Mindang, Geo EXE. Welcome, thank you. Alrighty. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the skill issue for Scarlet. I've been told here that the 800% of the hero attack power after Ally's 3 chain skill doesn't work properly. Go ahead and elaborate a little more and let me know. Yes, so this account is completely rigged for you guys, obviously, because we want to showcase as much as possible, but we need all the currency. So, quick recap if you haven't seen the description. Today we are going to take a look at some alternative skills for the some of the new heroes. This is Overlord Borgos of Darkness. Also, we are going to be showcasing secondary skills for Navy Admiral Scarlet and Mystic Mystic Dollmaker Violet. Now here's what I think. The secondary name is for the secondary sub-character that's floating above her. And I think that is Magical Dollmaker Violet as well. Could be wrong. Let me know in the chat, guys. What do you guys think about that? Are they the same person? Is it 2 separate names? No spoiler alerts, because I haven't played episode 7, and some of you may not have as well. So don't spoil it if it gets revealed in the story. Let's see, Dan says it's working fine, it's just too OP. Oh, okay, so 800%, it is pretty high. I can see being OP, PvP matches definitely, especially if somebody invested all the skills and upgrades into that character. But, Paleo after 200 gems, my money. Alright, so you haven't beaten it? Oh, okay, good. Alright, so no spoiler alerts, guys. Alright, so, in case you have not seen the previous streams of Hero Lab, so what Hero Lab is originally, we analyzed the primary skill of various amounts of heroes. We didn't do them all, but we did a majority of the 6-star heroes. We started off with the ones voted by you guys, the community, via Facebook posts. We took a look at their primary skills, we took a look at their passive skills, and then we also looked at the effect that the SBW had for the attack power ratings, the HP ratings, and I don't think there was an SBW that altered the armor rating or even the evasion rating, or even the resistance. But so far, well, I guess they do marginally, but for the most part, the SBWs were affecting the attack and the HP. So this time around, after we had a couple episodes of Hero Lab, we switched it up, so we are now focusing on secondary skills. Because in the first one, it was mainly just a primary, and I noticed that a lot of people were kind of complaining like, well, you're always dying because you don't have a secondary skill, you're always relying on primaries. So we wanted to expand to do the secondary skills, and then after a couple episodes of just covering some mix and match teams, we're eventually going to focus on more upgrades options, maybe more upgrade options for our skills and our weapons, and then possibly into weapons themselves, which I think is really exciting, because I think another part of this game that's really awesome that a lot of people love is a full customization. So some people don't get access to SBWs because that takes a while to get, I guess. So what people do is they always just grind away to try to get the best non-SBW weapon, upgrade it to its full capacity, and have fun, right? Alright. Exactly. Gotta catch them all, says Galaxy. That's right. Gotta catch them all. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into this. We have here, his name is Overlord Borgos of Darkness. He is a warrior class, and let me pull him up 1 second. There he is. Pretty awesome. He is sporting the red Falchion. I think that's a typo. We are aware that there are typos in the descriptions and sometimes even in the item listing. But if you do see one, go ahead and hit us up. You know, send us a message on the forums or PM me on the forums or reply here in the chat. But for the most part, we do want to see them on the forums so that we can go back and take a look how many people have noticed a bug. Also, any screenshots, upload them there. It makes it easier for us to access at a later point in time. All right. So without further ado, it does have the ring, which is pretty awesome. This is called the Wrath of Ares. We might actually do a series of Hero Lab episodes covering the ring system, which I don't know if that many of you are actually using the ring system. So let me know in the chat if you guys are. I personally have not yet, because I have not gotten to that point in the game. Lapis lazuli is the best skill in the secondary skill slot, says Dan. Awesome. Alright, so let's take a look here. Now, once again, guys, as I mentioned before, I always got to tell you guys, always got to remind you guys in case we have professional CQ players out there. We are not professional CQ players. We don't get the chance to play the game as much as you guys do. So what you see here today is, as always, not fully representative of what these heroes are capable of. It's just only a small percentage, meaning like, well, if we put this skill here, we put that weapon there, this is what they could do, but they can do better. It all comes down to your preference and your tactics and your strategies. So we do generally say, all right, well, this is a good one. And I do generally give a star rating, you know, oh, I think this Guardian, or sorry, I think this hero is about, 5 stars out of 5. He's the best one because of his DPS, or damage per second. So take it for a grain of salt. Don't take my advice seriously. I would definitely consort to the in-game chat, because there's a lot of people in the game right now who do know a lot about the game, or in the stream chat as well. We have some really good players on here too. Alright, so shout outs to you guys in the stream. You guys play this game a lot. Let everybody know your tips and tricks. Alright? Okay, so I wanted to show you was, oh yeah, here it is. Alright, so we have already equipped at maxed out level. Is it maxed? I don't know. I don't think it's maxed. Let me see here. This is tricky. This is confusing. Maybe you guys can elaborate on this. It says here on the left side that it's maxed out, but on the right side it says level 2 out of 3. So, oh, max requirement. Okay. Alright, not a problem. Let's take a look at it. It says here, pulls enemies in, I'm guessing, and deals physical damage equal to 500% of the hero's attack power. During the attack power, the hero is immune to stun effects. That's really good. And the damage is decreased by 30%. Wow. So the Flame of Avarice, I think, is a winner. But we're going to take a look at the other ones. So let's try to analyze this a little bit here. Let's see. So equal to 500%. So that's a pretty good amount. But it also makes the hero immune to stun effects. So if you're going up against, I think, PvP, heroes that do create stuns, or even bosses that do create stuns, you definitely want to equip that, especially if you feel that you're not completing that boss, or you're always fighting the same players in PvP and they're always stunning you or something. That could be an option. But as our chats here have said, there could be another one. Alright, so Dancing Blade deals magical damage equal to 455, which is in fact just 5% less of the attack power, and recovers 50% of the attack power to the hero's own HP. Not bad, so he gets 50% back. So it's kind of like a vampire effect, I guess. Recovers 50%. Yeah, I guess so. If you guys like to play like that, I guess that could work. Alrighty. Let's see. Read the skills when private. At max, it changes everything. Gotcha. It's a good tip, Heather. Good tip. But I think it's good generally taking a look at what we have here, just to give players a broad idea But they definitely do change. It is definitely subject to change. Alright, so this is the Avatar of Punishment. For 10 seconds, the hero transforms into the Avatar of Punishment. Attack power increases by 250%. And the Avatar's aura deals magic damage equal to 70% of the hero's attack power for every second until the... can't see the rest. Yeah, I'm not so sure. How many of you are using the Avatar of Punishment? I don't know about. I'm not too sound on that one. Let me know in the chat, guys. Oops. Avatar of Punishment. All right, let's head this slash. Let's see. Avatar of Punishment. Geo-Exe. Do you use that skill? No. Borgos, more like Borgos. Galaxy uses it. Awesome. Cool. Alright, so then the next skill is Heaven Slash. I think I meant to say Heavenly Slash. Whatever. Performs expert swordsmanship, hitting enemies into the air and dealing physical damage equal to 700% of the attack power. That's my win, right there. What I always like to go is go for DPS all the time. And I think a high percentage rating, you can never lose. But I think every battle is different. So if you find out, say, for example, you take this advice and say, yeah, I want 700% too, and you feel like your battles are still, you're still losing your battles, or you're still using your gems to continue the matches, then you may need to switch secondary skills. Alright, so this is the Spinning Storm. Spins fiercely, dealing physical damage equal to 525% of the hero's attack power, and pushes the enemies back. During the spin, 50% of the damage is reflected back to the enemy. That could be my new favorite. This skill cannot be cancelled. That's really cool. Very cool indeed. Alrighty. Galaxy says that, what skill was it? Avatar Punishment. It's good. Awesome. Cool. That's good. Good to know. Let's see. Hello, Senior Games. Hello, welcome to the stream. Alright, so the next one's called Final Judgment. Deals physical damage equal to 525% of the hero's attack power to the enemy's front line. The attack, this attack reduces the target's armor by 200%, or by 200%, or 200. I think it's 200%. I don't know. Once again, in PvP, it's always random because you don't know what you're up against per se, even though when it shows you the preview screen when you find your opponent. But this one is also specific. If you're just riding on the attack power, obviously we saw the 700 skill before this one. You probably shouldn't go for this one. But if you know you're going up against an enemy who does have high armor rating, obviously this is your choice because 500, although is not the highest we've seen, it is on the higher side per se. And being able to remove or reduce the target's armor by 200 is like a good double hit combo, I think. Let me know in the chat, guys. What do you guys think? ICUH, hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Alright, here we go. Oh, that's right, final. The old days with Leon, yeah, I remember. That's right. Alright, so Overflowing Determination. For 7 seconds, the attack power of all allies increases by 130, and lifesteal is increased by 30%. Now, here's the thing. Warriors, I use warriors in the front line. You want to have your warriors push back the enemies as much as possible. You want them to dish out the damage as much as possible. But when you have a skill like Overflowing Determination, it mainly becomes a support character per se. Yeah, it's dishing out some damage with its SBW or high level weapon, but when you have this Overflowing Skill Determination as your secondary, it's mainly support, I would say. What do you guys think? I feel like it's more support. I don't think it's like a main double hit. First I'm going to activate my primaries, let the passives kick in, and then activate my secondary to finish them off. But then here, instead of finishing them off, it's going to increase your other allies' attack power while increasing life steal. So if you have, say, a paladin who dishes out more damage than who's this? Borgos, then I can see this helping out. But I think for the most part, I would skip that, because if you already have Borgos and an SPW for him, or high skill, not high skill. Well, yeah, if you upgraded the skills, but you have a high level weapon for him, and then you have another hard-hitting hero that's partnered up with him, you may not need to waste your secondary skill on this one when all it's going to do is just buff the other one. You want to have this hero have its own high damage rating secondary skill, if that is your strategy. Some players don't really just want to have tanks all the time. So if that is your strategy, then it may work or it may not. Depends on what you do. Right. Somebody joined. I forget who it was. Jake Lamb. There it is. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so here it is. Crescent Moon Rampage. So we're down to the first couple of skills that get unlocked fairly quick. In fact, I think these already are unlocked. This is Crescent Moon Rampage. That is a physical attack. Deals physical damage equal to 270% of the hero's attack power by protecting energy from the sword. Oh, by projecting energy from the sword. Not bad. So, if I'm correct, this is a projectile attack. So you don't have to be in the front lines to take full advantage of this. I would definitely keep the hero. So say, here's the enemy. Here is Borgos, and if you have Crescent Moon Rampage or any other skill that throws projectiles, yeah, multiple enemies lined up here, I would suggest having this activated midway to the far left side of the screen. Here we go, sorry. So, not right here, but right over here. The reason being is that you have enemies that can charge, and you want to maximize the potential, or the full effect of the skill, because what it does is it's going to shoot out these waves of energies. And if the enemy is right here, so close, I don't think it's going to be as impactful as if it was way over here, you know. So that way, if it does anything, or if you activate your goddess to freeze them, then you can let the effect pass and really hit all the enemies all at once. That's just my thought. Let's see. I love Crescent Moon Rampage. It's strong for my hero, says Galaxy. That's good, that's good. Senior Game says, but it's hard to get on some healers. Ah, that's true. See, that's all about timing. You know, right after you see the enemy heal, wait a couple of seconds for the heal effect to turn off, and then have at it. But, you know, if you have a quick finger, you might not even do that. So, it depends. Free block for the win, says Tung Vu Dang. Hey, welcome to the stream. Good tip. Alright, today I get Sasquatch SPW, and he's so OP, says Senior Games. Alright, so Wind Slash. Who uses Wind Slash? I want to know. I know when I first started using Leon, I did use Wind Slash just to get it over with and see what happens. But let me know in the chat, guys, if you guys use Wind Slash. So Wind Slash attacks quickly 3 times, dealing physical damage equal to 420% of the attack power, and pulls the enemies in. The hero's armor and magical resistance then increases by 250% for 5 seconds. So this is another. It says it's a physical attack. Oops, sorry. It says it's a physical attack, but it doesn't deal as much damage, I would say, because it's only 420%. But it attacks quickly, so that's 3 times 420. So I don't know if it stacks up. So I don't think it's fair to say 420 times 3, and that's your maximum damage output. It's not going to be maximum damage output at once because it goes by waves. So say 420%, 420%, 420%. In those increments of like milliseconds between them, the enemy can also throw something back at you. So while that happens at 3 waves, you could be using some other skill at the same time, or you could have been using some other skill that dealt more damage. And also, because of that, I think this is why the developers did this, that same hero's armor and magic resistance increases because he's throwing a wave. Well, he's got to protect himself because in between those waves, he can get hit. So I'm going to have to pass on that skill. But let me know, guys, if you ever use Wind Slash for any of your heroes, and which hero would it be good for? I'm kind of curious. Alright, let's see. Heather says, we'll activate again by 50% chance max. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Well, then that's good then, because then that just like does like a spam attack all the time. That's what it does. Dan says, I don't use that skill much. Alright, yeah, I figured. Alright. So, let's see. Since I'm all about the damage, the ones that we have available here, I am going to select this one. This is the Heaven Slash. Alright? Performs expert swordsmanship. That's great. Alright. Yes. Wind Slash is good for Leon. So this galaxy. That's interesting. That's interesting. I think early on it definitely is, but then afterwards, you want to try some of the other ones, right? Let me know in the chat. Eric says SAS SPW is good at max, but he himself is too squishy. Galaxy says, I recommend Leon for Wind Slash. Oh, okay. Alright, alright. Senior Games. Red Captain. Is that a skill or is that a hero? Because we are testing the heroes listed here in the chat or in the description, which is Borgos, Scarlet, and Violet. Alright, so moving on to the next hero, and this is going to be Scarlet. Oh, there it is. Navy Admiral Scarlet. Very awesome. She represents an unknown force. Alright, so let's take a look at what we have here. Let's see. Alright. So instead of starting from the very bottom, which I haven't unlocked the last one, let's start from the very top, the very first ones that usually unlock pretty quickly. This is called Bullet Improvement. The Bullet Improvement skill shoots a silver bullet that deals magical damage equal to 225% of the hero's attack power. Not too bad starting off. As you progress, you get to unlock Western Gunner, and this is the one I currently have on my own account for one of my hunters. Western Gunner shoots rapidly in a stylish manner, dealing magical damage equal to 500% of the attack power. For one time, block skills used afterwards will be activated as a chain 3. Very cool. Very cool, I would say. What do you guys think? Do you guys use Western Gunner for any of your heroes? Let me know in the chat. Enigma. Gotcha. Maybe in the next one we'll do Red Captain. We'll try to stream Red Captain maybe in the next stream. Let's see how the skill works. Let's see. Violet's next. We're gonna check out Violet in a second. Abel. Jake. I did use Abel for the previous streams that we had, but we were only showcasing his primary at the time. I don't know if the last stream we did showcased Abel in the secondary. I don't think we did. Yeah, I think it was only a few weeks ago that we used him to showcase his primary. So you can look at the playlist of all the past episodes, and then take a look at the descriptions, and you should see which one's Abel. Should be episode 5-ish, around there, maybe. Alright, so Western Gunner. I'm going to hold on that, but reserving that for later. NB8. NB8 throws 7 grenades that deal physical damage equal to 85% of the hero's attack power. Let's stop right there. I'm a big fan of grenades. Big fan of grenades. I use the grenade launcher in almost every single first-person shooter. I think it's really fun. Some players don't like it because it feels, they call it the noob cannon, because it's just basically you shoot and you pray. You pray that it lands and it kills something. But I love the grenade effects in this game. So let's see what it can do as well. The attack power of the enemy hit by the grenade will decrease by 30% for 5 seconds. So it is a debuff at the same time. But the physical damage equal to 85% of the hero's attack power, we've seen things minimum of 200. So it's going to be, I think, a little bit on the weak side. Let me know, guys. Do you guys use NB8 grenade at all? Probably not. Galaxy says, I use Western Gunner for my Teresa hero. Oh, very cool. Awesome. Let's see. Dan says, I have the new Archer too. What is her name again? The new Archer is... Oh, I don't have the Archer. Sorry. I want to. I think they'll tell you in the chat. I don't have it at the top of my head. The new archer's name. All right, so let's move on to. Here we go. ILSU 425 bombing. This skill calls in can't pronounce this, bombardment to the front line, dealing magical damage equal to 100% of the attack power 4 times. So if you want to add it up, it's probably not going to be consecutive all at once, but that's up to 400% of attack power. But once again, not all at once, I think. I'm gonna have to pass on that, but it might be flashy. I think this is gonna be a flashy one. So if you're all about the graphics and all the cool fidelity that happens in this game, that might be one for you to use. Right. Viola is the archer. That's right, Enigma. Thank you for that. Right. Francis, we are covering Borgos, Scarlet, and Violet. Three of some of the new. I think there's more. Yeah, 3 of some of the new heroes. So take a look at their secondary skills. All right. We are now on Scarlet. All right. So moving on. I think we're not gonna choose the ILSU 425 skill. Let's see. Overdrive fires consecutive shots, dealing physical damage equal to 450% of the attack power. When activated, the hero's SP is reduced by 50, but the attack power is increased by 50%. So, alright, so let's break down the second set. So when activated, the hero's SP is reduced by 50, but the attack power is increased. So, let's take that 50%, let's add it over to the original equal to 450%. That's going to bring us to 500% of attack power. Physical damage. Not bad. I'm sorry. 500% of the attack power. So it's based off of the attack power. Once again, you gotta level them up, get them to 6 stars, upgrade them as much as possible, and then you can get that full 500% really effective from your attack power rating. Let's see, 500% is on, you know, it's a little bit of like above average per se, but I'm gonna have to hold off because I think there might be some other good one in store. So let me know in the chat if you guys use Overdrive at all. I think I started using Overdrive for one of my heroes a little bit, but as soon as I unlocked the other ones, I was off of that. Let's see, Dan says, no, don't use it, trust me. Okay, sure, I'll trust you. Oh my god, Overdrive is perfect for heroes, Galaxy. Which one? Let us know, which one is Overdrive good for? Dan says, Lapis Lazuli is 1200% attack power. Ooh, can't wait. I don't even think we have it. Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up. All right, swift attack. For 7 seconds, attack speed and critical chance of all allies increases by 45% and 25% respectively. Once again, this is another buff. Okay, so here's my strategy. Now, once again, don't take this for as solid advice, but this is what I like to do when I play. Hunters and archers, as if you already know, they're usually ranged. For the most part, they are ranged. And when you are spamming an attack, you ideally want to have them far away, like behind, right? So they can be healed, so they can survive, and so they can still continuously shoot from far away and be safe and sound. Swift attack, however, is a buff skill that may not be beneficial if your goal is to just buff your other heroes, right? So I would pass on any buffs for ranged attack heroes unless the buff is beneficial towards that hero themselves. So in other words, if you have a skill like this that says critical chance of all the allies is increased by 45%, and unless those allies are dishing out heavy damage and you want those criticals to land, I can see that. But for the most part, every hero counts and every hero needs to dish out that damage. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck. So that's why I think skills like that may not be so beneficial for our ranged heroes. So in this case, Scarlet, right? Scarlet, yes. All right. Let's see. Oh, all right, Dan. See ya. See ya. Thank you for stopping by, Dan. Alright, moving on to the next one. We got the NS-17 Smoke Bomb. Smoke Bomb is thrown, causing enemies in the smoke to have their accuracy reduced by 25%. Also, when an ally attacks an enemy in the smoke, the ally gains 25% to... Okay, I don't know what that what the other part is. But, once again, it is another buff. It is categorized as crowd control. I'm going to pass, once again. I know it's more like a tactical skill, but if you are struggling to get past boss raids or just regular stage runs, this might not be too beneficial unless, once again, as I mentioned, you have allied heroes that have lots of DPS, lots of damage, and this could help them out. But from my experience using these tactical skills, are not beneficial early on. Maybe afterwards when all characters are leveled up and you want something else to do. Oh, it does? Smoke Bomb is good insane damage? What? How? How is it insane damage? Oh, when you maximize it, probably. Because it says, when an ally attacks an enemy in smoke, they gain 25%. Oh, because I can't read the rest. Well, it probably is. Alright, well, once again, don't take my word for it. I still think this next one might be the winner. Alright, here we go. Ah, okay. So this is why I wasn't seeing that 1200. So at level 2 out of 3, Lapis Lazuli shoots wildly using a double-barreled pistol. Lapis Lazuli deals physical damage equal to 900% of the attack power. Once again, when you level it up, according to our chats here, it's going to be 1200. So that's going to be my pick, I would say. Let me know in the chat if any of you use Lapis Lazuli. I think there was somebody that mentioned it. I'm kind of curious to see if everyone here uses Lapis Lazuli. DJ, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Alright, and now we have our last one that's available to us at the moment. Curve 603 Carpet Bomb is a physical attack skill that drops bombs and it dishes out damage equal to 90, 115, or 150% of the hero's attack power. That being said, I'm going to pass on that and go back to Lapis Lazuli. Let's go ahead and equip it. I don't know if I already had it. Carpet Bomb, says Jake. Do you use Carpet Bomb, guys? Let me know. Let me know if you do. Alrighty, so now we need violets. Here it is. Now, let me know in the chat, who do you think is the Mystic Dollmaker? And who do you think in the chat is the Magical Dollmaker? Now, if it's a big spoiler alert because of episode 7, don't let us know. But if you guys think or know which of the two is who, tell us. Kind of curious. Alright, on to the skills. So, she is, whoops, a wizard. And, or no, yes, she's a wizard. And let's start from the top. Call of Darkness. I used this early on when I first started playing the game. And I didn't like it too much. You'll see why. So it brings the enemies in towards the ally with strong force and deals magical power equal to 350% of the hero's attack power. So once again, it's very low, I would think. Not very low. We saw one that was like 80%. So, but still is on the low side compared to other skills. So I would pass on that. But let me know in the chat if you guys have not passed on that. Violet Zadal is a replica of Viola. Okay. Gotcha. Alright. So this next one's called Flame Spirit. Flame Spirit summons a Flame Spirit that attacks for 10 seconds. The Flame Spirit deals 175% of magic damage every second. Maximum one spirit hero. Oh. Maximum of 1 spirit per hero. Stats will be the same as the hero. Well, so the good thing about summoning, I think, these types of creatures is that it deters the enemies away from your own heroes. but they don't last that long. 10 seconds may seem a lot, but it's actually quick. I think it goes by fast. So, if you find out that Violet is getting hit too much because the enemy is just going through your front line of defense or offense, then I would think about the heroes that you have in the very front, right? So your warriors and your paladins are in the front. If the enemies are going through them or killing them off too quickly, and then they go to Violet, then I would definitely invest in the Flame Spirit, because then you'll have three tanks in the front with that spirit. That equals 3 in front of Violet, if you're, if you got 2 other tanks. But that's just my opinion on that. It's not a bad skill. I do like the summoning ones. It's just, depending on the situation, sometimes may not be needed. Alright. Violet to Doll. Oh yeah, Sisterly Love. Magical Veil. Alright, Electric Sphere. Electric Sphere is summoned and it moves to the front line, dealing magical damage, equal to 65%. That's on the low side for the hero's attack power with every hit. Enemies hit by the sphere will be knocked backwards. Aha! That's the key word. So these kinds of tactical skills, I think, are more beneficial because you are doing more crowd control. It should be categorized as crowd control, if you ask me, not magical attack per se. Because pushing the enemy back, especially if you have a hunter that's doing massive damage by shooting at the same time, then you have your paladin or your warrior in the front dishing that damage. Pushing that back the enemies gives your heroes more of a chance to continuously dish out more damage and then just finish the round. So, oh, thank you for joining Galaxy. Make sure you tune in next Thursday for another round. And we're also streaming tomorrow too, so if you want to catch us tomorrow. But thank you for joining us, Galaxy. Alright, so Electric Sphere is on my top list, I think, of skills that I would activate for Violet. So the next skill we have is Mana Shield. Mana Shield is categorized as a damage absorption skill. For 10 seconds, a shield is created over the entire party that absorbs... Oh, crud. I was going to say something else, but... Absorbs 2,500 damage. When used, the party's attack speed is increased by 35% for 5 seconds. So, the big clue here is it only lasts for 5 seconds. So for 5 seconds, you are practically invulnerable to everything. Well, anything that causes physical damage, right? So that's a good one, I think. That's a really good one. But it's a secondary skill, so I think if you are having a very hard, difficult challenge of trying to get past a boss that's continuously plowing through your front line all the time, this can help. Because this is also that other flip side where you rely heavily on your offense, especially if your offense is defended, it's deflecting all the attacks, then you have a good chance for survival. Or you can just go full offense and don't do any protection spells like this one, and instead rely on pushbacks, right? So yeah, high up there, definitely. High up there with the sphere. So the sphere is the pushback, and then the Mana Shield is the damage absorption. Do you guys use that? Mana Shield? Let me know in the chat if you do. I'm kind of curious, because it is a skill that I think a lot of people might use. But I have not seen it in PvP. So, kind of curious. Why is it not in PvP? I think what it is, for the most part, everybody's spending their skills investments on damage outputs. So, Mana Shield is Vesper only. What? No way. It's on Vesper only. Like activated here. What do you mean? What do you mean Vesper only? Get out of here. What do you mean by Vesper only? Alright. Okay, so now here we go with Mana Recycle. Instantly creates 2 blocks. The next skill will be activated with 55% increased attack power. This is another tactical skill. I would have to say pass on it. Unless you got skills that just gotta come out all the time, so I would pass on it. Mysterious Fog. Summon, the hero summons a fog that deals magic damage equal to 50% of the attack power. Pass on that one. Consecutive Magic Beam. This skill fires 5 consecutive magical beams that deal magic damage equal to 75%. And that's a flashier skill, so if you've already got max leveled characters and you're kind of bored, well, go for the flashy skills like this, and also the carpet bombing ones. I'm sure they're pretty amusing to watch. Mana shield. Oh, it's showing. Okay. Thanks, ICU hacks. Good tip. Jake Lamp says, I will use any PvP later. Oh, awesome. Cool. Very cool. I'm very happy to hear that you guys like the shield. I hope that's what we were talking about, Jake. TMR or TSM is good. Alright. I can't PvP because I'm weak. Hey now, come on now. We all start out being weak. It's about training. It's about fighting the bosses in the game, getting stronger, mix and matching your heroes and their skills and their SBWs to find that good balance. It's all about balance. That's my theory. Tongue says, I have never seen a Mana Shield in anyone else aside from Vesper. Good point. Alright. Yeah, Jake. Alright, cool. Alright, so this is Thunderbolts. Calls in 5 Thunderbolts that deal magic damage equal to 50 through 150, or to 150% of the hero's attack power. It's on the weaker side, but it's 5, so you can do, in theory, you can say, to 150 every time. So 151, 152, 153, 4, and then 5. So I think it's a more flashy side. I would pass on it, though. Shadow Mage. For 10 seconds, the hero summons a shadow that imitates the summoner's magic. The shadow will be granted with 100% of all summoner stats. There can only be a maximum of 2 shadows. Ooh. That one sparked my interest. What do you guys think of Shadow Mage? Let me know. Let us discuss this Shadow Mage skill. While you guys do that, I'm going to go look at these other ones really quick. For the heavy DPS ones that are accessible right now. Well, there's Mana Shield and Electric Sphere. I think I'm going to go with the shields as well, but I'm going to first find out about this Shadow Mage. Choki, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. OP, but no Lilith, says Tom. Okay. Shadow Mage. You know what, let's give Shadow Mage a shot, and then we'll come back and switch it to the shield and see how much that makes a difference. So Shadow Mage it is. Alright, so now we're going to check out all these skills, the secondary skills that we equipped here for our heroes in the game. And we're going to check out PvP, see how well that goes out too. So we're not going to do episode 7, just don't want to spoil anything for anybody. We are going to do 1-3. Whoops. Let's do this one, that one, and that one. Where's the leader? Alright. Shadow Mage is a good skill. Damage times 3. It says FJE. Senior Games. Says Shadow Mage. Enigma says Shadow Mage. Dolls everywhere says Enigma. Alright, here we go. Let's check this out. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Ow! We used that skill before. I forgot. Yeah, we definitely on the last one. Alright, I'm gonna check out this. Ooh, little bullets. Very nice. Very nice. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna try that one more time. Yes, I want to slay 1 gem. And get a good glance at all these skills. Yes, I know I'm not using that super ability by the champion. I'm intentionally ignoring it because I want to see each of these work out. There it is. There's the spirit. Yeah, that was short. That was very short. charge. But I don't know what's up with that. Why is that champion so far behind? And it looks like they only attack the middle part of the screen. I don't know. That is confusing. Let's try that one. Alright, we'll try it right here. So look, he's way back there. Charges. Oh, I guess it does travel all the way out there for that attack. Alright, never mind. Let's try that again. So it's... Oh, okay, so he... Okay, yeah. Alright. So this time it does look more accurate, yes. I think it just stands there, like, oh! It doesn't do much. It's just his one primary attack, right? Boom! That's it. And it just stands there. Oh! Like, what does that do? Do you guys know what that does? That little, oh! Does he buff you up? Let me know. Enigma says, make Violet the leader. Yeah, I have no healers. Just want to showcase the secondary skills. Once again, like I said, it's all about shuffling around to come up with a good team this time around. This time we're just focusing on secondary skills. But let us know in the chat what you recommend would work with these skills that we're talking about. Let's see. Shadow Mage. Sure. See, doesn't have recap. No, I don't have recapping yet. Let's see. 2 great things this week. 1 this stream. 2 my floors. Jake, awesome. What kind of floors do you got? Let me know. You got marble, vinyl, wood. I got vinyl at home. I don't like the vinyl. The vinyl at home over there where I live, it looks like wood. It's like that cheap look, and it's like, oh, it looks like wood. Oh, but it's vinyl. All right. That Borgos. The stream makes it better. Awesome, Jake. Cool. I'm glad you like the stream. All right, so let's switch it up a bit. Let's go back in town, and instead of the oh man, what was that called? Instead of the Shadow Mage skill, I'm gonna reject that. Yes, I'm gonna reject that skill. Of course. We are going to actually equip the shield. So let's. So Shadow Mage, where's this? Where's the shield? Where's the shield? All right, let's do the mana shield. I'm gonna see how well this turns out. All right. So we got 10 minutes in to 5. Guys, we are giving out 1 premium contract to 10 people today. There are 11 of you. So everyone, drop your IGNs. Normally we use the system to automate the process, but since there's only 10, not 11 of you here, it's going to give them out. All right, so 10 or 11. If I can get all of you to say your IGNs, then perfect. Then all 11 of you watching will get a premium contract today. So drop your IGNs, guys. And let's see. Let's get that up. Got 1. Got 2. Got 3. All right. Whoa. Got 4. LOL 2 and 4, because LOL was already taken. 5, 6, 6. Rastafan. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice try. Nightbot does not win this time. Alright, so here's what I got, guys. There is 1 person watching, but I believe that might be some employee. I'm not sure. Insane. Where is it? Alright. So I got ICU hacks. Got insane HE. Tusk Blade, Choki, LOL 214, Redux, Rastafan, KeepCat22, Pizonka, and Shift RR. Congratulations. You guys will get a premium contract today. If you don't get it today, you definitely will get it tomorrow. So I'm going to go check with with Panduze to see if you can send them out today. Alright? Okay, so now let's go back here real quick and let's take a look at this shield skill. See how well that plays out in a match real quick. And if it doesn't work out, then, oh, not this again. Here we go. Front to back, right? I think that was 4. Whew! Alright, front to back. Always gotta remember. Front to back. Yeah, so let's try Violet. I think someone said Violet. Right? Violet? Or is it Scarlet? Violet. Alright. It's Radu. Autocorrect changed. Ah. Radux. Gotcha. Radux. Gotcha. Alright. Whoa, whoops. Alright, let's see. Can we get the shield, please? Let us see that shield. There it is. Here we go. Alright, so I'm gonna activate that shield when much heated battle. Oh, that was awesome. That attack. Alright, I should have used it then and there. My bad. Let's try that again. Okay, so we've got a hunter skill. There's the shield. Shields are up. It's too late. Got my hunter down. Hunter is down. Alright, I'm going to have to activate Mega Man. The champion. Demolish the freaking boss, of course. Alright, well, so, regards to the shield, from what I can see, once again, this is only with these heroes that we have. You have to time it just right. So, if you're not good at timing it like me, then it might not be useful. I would pass on it. What do you guys think? If it so heavily relied on you to time it just right to save your heroes, it might not be worth having, because you might not always time it right. If you don't time it right, then you can die. So I'm just gonna pass on the shield for now. Alright, so without further ado, all these skills that we have selected so far, except for that shield, I'll give 5 stars out of 5. These are really nice skills. They help out, I think, pretty well. You just have to upgrade them to max them out so you can get the full benefit. But not too bad. And I know it starts from the bottom and the top of the list, work your way up to get, the other ones unlocked. But overall, I think it's a good experience. But as I mentioned before, so our veteran players who have beat the game, especially episode 7 as well, and feel like there's nothing else they can do, right? Because these are the players that are mainly PvE. You can always go back and change your skills to the flashier kinds of skills that don't deal a lot of damage. And I know people will be put off by that and be like, why would I want to do that? I want to win. Well, think of it this way. You already won. What else can you do? Take a look at the other skills. Take a look at the other weapons. The ones that are flashy, the ones that are buffs, the ones that can debuff, the ones that got, area of control. So you'll come to love, I think, these other skills that don't deal a lot of damage, but can also help out in other ways. Keeping the game experience fresh and new, you'll discover new tactics, new strategies that many players don't normally tell you to do, because they always want you to go for the win. But when you don't think about that, you think more for the fun, you get a new Crusader's Quest experience. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. Alright. Shield is too weak, even for good timing. Okay, Max. Good idea on that. Alright, guys, well, that's going to wrap it up for today's Hero Lab. I want to thank all of you who's been here on the stream for this practically a whole hour. This is pretty awesome turnout. Very happy you guys showed up. You guys are the CQ Fan Bam. Hashtag CQ Fan Bam. Thank you for joining me. You can catch our upcoming episode of CQ Hero Lab on Thursdays at 4 p.m. So next Thursday, we're going to showcase a new batch of secondary skills. They might be the same ones, they might overlap, but we hope to show you something new every time we stream. Eventually, what we're going to do is move away from skills entirely and go to weapons, and then see how it goes from there. So, but if you guys have any suggestions, or anybody who's watching this video past the time that it's streamed, leave your comments in the field. We look at the comments, we reply to them. We love your feedback. If you guys have any ideas for new streams or different kinds of changes to this show, the Hero Lab, let me know as well. I'm open for suggestions. And without further ado, winners, you're going to get your premium contracts within probably an hour or so. All right, thank you for tuning in. I am Paleo Bread. I'll see you next time. And stop by tomorrow. We are going to have another stream. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. It's going to be hosted by Banana Bread, and Pandusa is going to be there too. So tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. for Crusader's Quest. All right, guys. I'll see you next time.
君のために戦うと